Hello, my friends. Good evening. Welcome to another crafting corner. Actually, technically, I think it's called Stephanie's Crafting Corner, where we get together every Thursday live and we make something. But first, we're going to do a couple shout outs because it's always fun to see everybody on the chat. So if you are watching, please put in the chat, hi, I'm here, or anything like that, so we know you're here and so I can say hello to you, especially if you're brand new watching. We always like to see everybody and say hello. So, hi, Gloria, I saw you posting already, hello. Hi, Sandy from Iowa. Hi, Denise in Texas. Hi, Bruni, hello. Hi, April in Louisiana. Oh, today's April's birthday. Happy birthday, April. Yay. Wonderful. That's awesome. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hi, Jaylene. Hello. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Lisa in San Antonio. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Christy in Texas. Hi, Quilty. Hello. Hi, Jill. Hi, Darlene. Oh, yeah. Darlene's new. She's never been here before. Nope. Never, ever, ever. Hey, Darlene, I shared your card on Monday. I hope you got to see it in my literal 10-minute no makeup Monday because the internet guy showed up. So I had to like shut everything down. But I did show your card, so I hope you saw it. Gloria wants me to remind everybody to please like and share and give us a thumbs up, if you would, please. That always does really, really help us. Hi, Rachel in Nebraska. Hi, April in Houston. Hi, Elizabeth. Hello. Hi, April in Florida. Hi, Connie in Indiana. And another Connie. I love it when there's two right there. Hi, Paulette. Hello. Hi, April. Hi, Penny, Sherry, Brenda, Diane, Georgianne, Jamie, Gloria, Frank, and Sharon. Hello from Oregon. Hi, Yvette in Jacksonville. Keep seeing a whole bunch of different ones. It's funny. Hi, Bear Blue. Hello. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Penny. She says, here in North Carolina, we're having tornado watches and warnings. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see. Oh, Darlene says she got all her cutting done for her 30th birthday. Hi, Arlette. Hello. Hi, hi, Connie. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Jeffrey. Hello in snowy New Hampshire. Snowy New Hampshire. Grinelda says, hello everyone, watching you as I'm making homemade quesadillas from scratch. Ooh, that sounds yummy, yummy, yummy. That sounds very good. Let's see. Hi, Lainey. Hello. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Beatrice. Hello. Hi, Deborah. Hello. So, hi, Bonnie. Oh, liked and shared on Facebook. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate that. So let's see, I have a lot of things I feel like I have to talk about, and I always kind of like forget the things I'm supposed to talk about, so you never know. Hi, Peggy. I haven't seen your name very often there. Oh, another April. My goodness gracious. Lots of Aprils. Isn't that funny? That's funny. Hi, Allison in Texas. So let's see, what is new? What is new? What is new? What is new? The babies came over yesterday. Oh, I have the cutest little story about Miller. So at their house, Miller's the blonde-haired one that wears glasses. At their house, they have a little shoe cabinet. And well, it's not really a cabinet, it's like a bench and it has baskets underneath it. And that's where they try to keep their shoes. But you know, with little kids, they just end up everywhere, right? Well, he came over on Monday and he has this new thing now where he holds on to something and he puts his toes against his heel, peels off a shoe, then does the same thing with his toes, peels off the heel, and then his shoes are off. He doesn't even touch them with his hands. Then he picked them up and found a basket, like not even where our bench is, because we have a little bench too. He went over to a different little cabinet that has these little rope baskets, and he put his shoes in there and he closed it up, and then he was ready to play. He didn't say one word this entire time. He just walked in, took off both shoes without touching them, put them in the basket, and started to play. And I watched him do this entire thing, and it was the cutest, most adorable little thing. I'm like, first of all, how did you learn how to take off your shoes without touching them? You're only 2.5, almost 3 next month. But I'm like, wow, that is just crazy. And then the bad part, or the good part, or the bad part, I'm not sure, we forgot to get his shoes when he left. So he left in just his socks, and Kirsten the next day tore their entire house apart looking for his shoes. I forgot to tell her or remind her that they were in that little basket at my house. So poor Kirsten, she just struggled and struggled to find those shoes, could not find them. Long story short, they were at my house. Whoops. Okay, totally crazy. Chris says, that's the way I take off my shoes. Yeah, Chris, but you're older than 2, right? I'm just kidding. But isn't it funny? I mean, he literally does, and I watched him do it again the other day. He I don't know who taught him that. I mean, if anything, we would have taught him to sit down and pull off his shoes. And he just, I don't know. I don't know where he learned that. I think it's so crazy. Hi, Janet in Virginia. Hello. Oh, it sounds like Patty got COVID. You know what, you guys? Something. It's not COVID because my mom got tested for it. But remember when I said my dad was sick on Christmas, and then my mom got it, and then Kirsten and the babies got it. The babies have had it off and on pretty much for a week and a half, 10 days. Now, Katie had it for about a week, and guess what? She went to the office on Monday, and she came home that afternoon, and she just like crashed, and now she's back in bed. She's like literally sleeping 18 hours a day. She can't get out of bed. She's totally sick again. And it's like a relapse or something. And, you know, my mom got tested for COVID, and that they all have the same thing. So they all have the same thing. And apparently it's just some really bad flu or something, virus. I don't know what it is. But I haven't heard much from my parents. They're on their cruise in the Panama Canal. And so I'm not quite sure how they're feeling, but Kirsten is starting to get better. The boys are getting better. They're just really, really tired. And Ken's been sniffling and coughing today. So I'm not quite sure if he's starting to get it. So far I have not gotten, I'm going to say a prayer tonight that I don't get it, because let me tell you, somebody's got to take care of these people. It is just crazy. Oh, Carol says they had it over Christmas. Yeah, it's really crazy. It's like, you know what? We were all in our homes for 2 years and we didn't get any germs, and now they're all hitting us at once. They're like super bugs now. That's what they're saying, that they're like bigger than they used to be, and they're really, really crazy. So I'm not quite sure, but all I know is I'm a little scared. Peggy says she had RSV the whole month of December. See, it's lasting forever. Peggy, did they give you an antibiotic, or did they just tell you your body has to fight it? Because I never remember if it's bacterial or virus, if they can give you, I never know. So tell me if they gave you anything. So, oh, Penny says she's going to pray I don't get it. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Carol is in her new house. I'm so excited. That's so fun. Exciting, Carol. A new house. Ooh. I used to like getting new houses until I moved 5 times in 15 months. Oh, Jill says her family had COVID before Christmas. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Serenity. Hello there, my friend. So yeah, the family is kind of getting well, kind of not. Katrina says we did a cruise through the Panama Canal for our honeymoon. It was awesome. Wow, see, I know my parents, I think, are having fun. Nancy says her husband, Mr. Empty Wallet, has pneumonia. Oh, Peggy says they gave you amoxicillin. Okay, see, Judy says sharing is caring. I don't think so. Not this kind of sharing. Hi, Bella in Ohio. Hello, my friend. Yeah, and the funny thing is, you know, I kiss those babies all the time just because, you know, I'd rather, I just always, and I'm always wiping their noses. Their noses are always running. It's just crazy. Frank and Sharon say, envious of your parents. We're counting down to our Valentine cruise for our 50th anniversary. Frank and Sharon, I don't know if you told me where you're going. Where are you going? Elizabeth says, do you have to look for a house soon? No, we are here for sure until at least September. Yes, I'm so happy. So I don't have to think about it until at least September. So yeah, Frank and Sharon, where are you guys going on your cruise? I don't know if I remember. Mandy says, thank you, Stephanie. Ken, you make my day so much better after work. Thank you. Oh, well, thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Hi, Ivy in Hawaii. Ivy, Ken had the nerve to show me a camera, like a beach cam of Maui this afternoon. So he's like, oh, look, there's the beach in Maui. I'm like, it was all sunny and beautiful and pretty. And it is cloudy and cold and freezing here and gray. Allison, oh, Cozumel and the Caymans. Ooh, fun. That'll be fun, you guys. Allison says, I was sick for over 3 weeks and good for a week, and now I'm starting to feel bad again. That's the thing. It's like people are getting better and then they're getting it again or something. Oh my goodness, it's so crazy. Bella says, go spray all the touch plates handles with Lysol. That's true. Yes, that is definitely true. Shelby says, I love your blue fish. Thank you. Did you hear the story about my blue fish? I actually made that myself. Well, with help in Hawaii. But yes, with help. But isn't it gorgeous? I absolutely love it. It's so pretty. Ivy says it's beautiful here. Yes, it is. You lucky girl. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Sandra D says, hi, Ken and Stephanie. Something is going around. My daughter has bronchitis. Wow, you guys. It just makes me want to just like stay in my house again and never leave again. I mean, obviously I can't do that. I'm going crazy. But it's like, it's everywhere. These poor babies. Elgar says we're going to Colorado to have fun in the snow over the long weekend. Oh, fun. Jan says her twin sister has whooping cough. I thought only kids got that. Wow. Hi, Debbie. Hello, hello, my love. Cynthia says, I had cortisone shots in both thumbs today. No crafting for me for a couple days. Ooh, but I hope it makes you feel better, Cynthia. Hopefully you'll feel better afterwards, right? I think once it like wears off, it's supposed to start feeling better, I hope. Let's see. Hi. Oh, Mandy says ginger ale helps. I will definitely have to, yeah, because Katie lives on her own, and so I'm trying to tell her, you need to still eat. Even she goes, I don't want to eat. I said, you have to eat. Even if you don't want to eat, you still have to eat. I said, you have to drink lots of fluids. Are you taking medicine? And I'm trying to be a mom long distance via text, and I'm afraid to go over to her house. And she's just like, I think she wants to text me, leave me alone, but she doesn't. She knows she can't say that. But the poor thing, I know, I feel so bad. And I'm like, do you want me to drop off food on your doorstep? And she goes, I don't want to eat. So, poor baby. I feel bad for her. Elgar says, I do the easy stuff, snowmobiles. Oh, how funny. Julie says it's the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, yikes. I know. Isn't that crazy? And seriously, somebody in my family has had it since Christmas, and it's crazy. Laura says whooping cough is making a comeback nowadays. Ugh. Viola says all those diseases are coming back again. Isn't that crazy? Jennifer says, are you getting a lot of rain? In Southern California, we are getting rain, but not a lot of rain. I saw a video of San Diego Beach being flooded. We're not getting that much rain here. I don't know if because maybe I'm too far inland or something, or what it is, but we're not getting that much rain. But it's very, very cold, very, very dreary. Sprinkles every once, just sprinkles randomly. It's crazy. Jeffrey says he must have watched someone, very observant little fellow on the shoes. I know. He is very observant, and that little boy will sit and listen to you read books to him for like ever. He loves to be read to. Liam, he'll hang around for a couple minutes, but then he's off doing something else. But Miller loves to have books read to him. Barbara says, I was in the ER for 4 hours today to get painkillers and steroids in IV for a migraine. Oh, Barbara. Oh, Barbara. Oh, my love. I'm so sorry. I hope it helps. I hope it helps. Oh, migraines are the absolute worst. Oh my goodness. Elgar says, gosh, for all our California friends, hope you're all okay. The pics coming out are just awful. You know what, Elgar? See, and that's it. That's the media for us, right? They always want to put all that fear into us. At least in my area, in Orange County, we're not having any issues. So, I don't know. I've heard the surf is big, but other than that, there's no issues here as of yet. I know like in the burn areas, and there's different, California is huge first, by the way. California, you have no idea how big it is until they say, oh, that's happening XYZ. And I'm like, oh, that's only 400 miles away from me. You know what I mean? It's not like when you're on the East Coast, you could literally drive through 3 states in like 3 hours. Here, you could drive for 3 hours and you're still in California. So yeah, different parts of California are getting different amounts. That is true. That is true. Janet says, I had a respiratory illness back in October for a month and still have a bit of a cough. That is the truth. See, that is it. It's just not going away. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Keitha says, my 4-year-old grandson has had over 1,000 books read to him. He loves library story time. Oh, that's so awesome. Cheryl says, I've had the shingles since Christmas. Oh, Cheryl, those are painful. Kenny had those years ago and they are painful. Oh my goodness. Grinelda says, here in Riverside is not bad, but cold. Yes, cold. Allison says, my son who lives in Northern California has no electricity for days. Wow. See, Northern California's been hit a lot more than we have. Definitely a lot more. Yeah, California's a long state, Elizabeth said. It is. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see. Debbie says, any classes coming soon? Yes, we are finalizing one. We don't like to put them for sale until they're completely 100% done. And that means everything's done. Not only the artwork, but the cards, the instructions, the homework, everything is done. And so we're finalizing the next one, and it should be done very soon, very soon. I just don't want to put something out there that's not 100% ready. So that's what we're waiting for. Stephanie, can you make a book stamp set? We definitely could make a book stamp set. That would. Jaylene says my Alexa reads books to me every day. Wow. Wow. Judy says, how cold is very cold? I always smile when you say that because it's probably 50 to 60 degrees. Our low temperature tonight in southwestern Ohio will be 22 degrees. Yeah, no. Cold here, like when it gets to be 57, I think my toes are going to fall off. Seriously. Wait, Laura says, have you tried the new tricolor brush pens from Spectrum Noir? I have them, Laura. I have the Tri-Blend brushes, and I love them. I love the tricolor brushes. They are the Tri-Blend brushes. They are literally the only markers I will color with. Or Spectrum Noir is the only ones I'll color with, just because I can actually do them. I remember the day when I was just like that. I was just so overwhelmed with coloring and, oh, does this color go with this color? Or, I mean, does XYZ go with 1, 2, 3 and blah, 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 blah. Now with the Tri-Blends, I just pick up a marker and I get to color. It's so nice. So much easier. So much easier. 83, Kimberly, where do you live? 83 degrees. That sounds lovely. Lovely. Lisa Presley is in the hospital due to a heart attack. Oh, how awful. She's so young, isn't she? Isn't she really young? Oh my goodness. 27 in Alaska is great weather for us. Wow. Add 50 degrees to that and then I'd be okay. Jane says at 57 degrees she starts wearing her flip-flops again. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, no. Flip-flops has to be at least 80 for me. You know, isn't that funny how Frank and Sharon say our Bible app can read out loud. Very embarrassing when you push the wrong button in church. Ooh, it can start reading the verses to you while you're in church. It could be a lot worse, right? Kathy says, can you pray for me? I went into the hospital last week and found out I have 2 slipped discs, a pinched nerve, and a crushed vertebrae. Yes, Kenny is writing it down right now, Kathy. Oh my goodness. Tri-Blend is different than tricolor. Yes. So Tri-Blend are 3 colors on the same, here, let me show you. 3 on the same like color. So like this one is a Tri-Blend. Blend meaning these 3 colors will blend beautifully together. So these are the dark red. So it's dark red 5, dark red 6, and dark red 7. Whereas the tricolors mean there are 3 actual colors on here. And this one, for example, is Aspen Green, Deep Glacier, and Icy Lake. So they coordinate together, but they don't necessarily blend 100%. Now, there's also these that are tricolor. So this one is the aqua, okay? Whoops, oh. There's also these that are the tricolor that are more of, they're not in the exact same family as this one, but like this is lime green, leaf green, and grass. And these are the ones that are more, I would say these are the one, wait, hang on. I wanna make sure I'm like talking right. Yeah, these are the ones that are more, they have so many now, right? These are the ones that are more like an ombre effect, where you go from real light to like almost like, kind of like more of a tie-dye effect. I had a sample and I think I finally did something else with it. I don't know. I don't think I have it anymore. But it's, oh, no, that's not it. So, but it is more of a difference than this one, than the blends. The blends, like if you're brand new to all of them, definitely get the blends. Definitely get the blends. Because the blends are the perfect ones to really start with. They're my absolute favorite. Absolute favorite. Let's see. talking about the brown ones. Yes, I think you mean these. Yeah, magenta brown. Yeah, tricolor. So these are going to be more of the what we were calling in-house the ombre effect. Like, you know, it's more of a difference. Let's see. Debbie says, "Wow, I never knew that about the colors. I'm going to have to go look and see what I bought on Black Friday." If you bought them from us, my love, you would have probably 99% bought the tri-blends. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I should stop because I don't know. Why would I know? I don't know why I think I would know what you bought. Hi, Yellow Roses. She says, "Yay, joining you live on a Thursday." Yay! Jennifer says, "What are you demoing today?" Is that a hint to start doing something? Okay. Hi, Pamela. Hello. No, we're just talking about the markers. They're not new. They're not new. Okay, so I am going to be making a Valentine's card because the babies and I are all about Valentine's right now. I'm trying to stretch it out until at least a couple days after Valentine's Day. So I want at least a whole month of Valentine's because it's a happy time. It's a happy, you know, month, right? Because we want to love each other. We want to share it with everybody that we love them. Now, that could just mean your friends, like Galentine's, you know, they say like for your girlfriends, or anyone, because you know what? Pretty much we love lots of people, right? Not just, you know, sometimes I even love my Amazon driver. Yes, I'll be honest, one time I gave him a hug. Let me just tell you, you know, so it's true, you know, there's other people, and love doesn't mean romantic love, right? It could mean any kind of love. So I want to make sure we really, really take advantage of Valentine's Day. And I grabbed into some older goodies, oldies but goodies. And a lot of you probably might have seen this one before. Some of you might even have it, but it's called the floating, no, it's not called the Floating Hearts. That was my working name. It's called, and darn it if I don't remember. It's this one, and it has 2 dies. It is on the website. I don't remember. I have my working name is Floating Hearts, and I know that's not, it's oh gosh, I'll think of it. Give me a second. I did look it up to make sure we have it, but we do have it. That's all that matters. So I'm going to be using this, and other than that, I pretty much don't know what else we're going to be using until we actually do it. So, I am going to kind of show you more of a sneak peek on something that's coming. I believe it's coming the 15th of this month. I'm pretty sure it's coming the 15th of this month. 99% sure. Gloria says she has that set. Gloria, tell me the name of it. This set is really fun, and so what I did was I just die cut out of my, you know, everyday A2, and there's lots of A2 cards, but I'll show you one of them just so you can see. Here's one, the A2. I just grabbed one of them. I never put this die set away. It's always out. It's always right here. So this die is right here at all times. But this is from the Dragonfly and Flowers A2 card die set, and I just went ahead and die cut it, and I can just fold it. There we go, boom. And that's my card base, right? Boom, ready to go. So heart cluster dies, thank you, Sandra D, yay. The heart flip it before Valentine's Day. Jennifer, I know we have one of the heart flip its. I haven't seen the other one come back in yet, but it should be. It should be coming very, very soon. But we do have one of them because there's 2 of them technically, right? There are 2 of them. Okay, so what we're gonna do, so this is like kind of the sneak peek part. We're gonna use the masket tape from Crafter's Companion. This, I believe, is coming on our website on the 15th. It is really awesome. You usually see me using it on the top of my die cut machines because I use it as like washi tape to hold down my dies. This is better than washi tape because 1, you're not wasting your washi tape, and number 2, it's not as sticky as washi tape. So you know how sometimes when you put the washi tape on your cardstock and then you run it through the machine and then you peel it up, it kind of tears your cardstock a little? You're less likely to do that with this stuff because it's not as sticky. It's made to do masking, and eventually I'll get to the point where I show you actually how to mask with it using stamps. Today I'm going to use it, I'm going to mask with it using dies. So what we're going to do, the interesting thing is it's not easy to really die cut this. It's sticky, you have to unroll it, right, because it comes on a roll. And one thing that I have found, and I highly recommend you get a little stick, popsicle stick. I just grabbed a pen because there was one right here in my little workstation. But I recommend you use something, I don't care, popsicle stick, whatever you want, to hold the lip so you don't have to get into weird, you know, or fold over a little edge or whatever you want to do. You know how when you get a roll of tape and you lose the edge and then you're like spending 10 minutes trying to find it? Just do this, it's just going to save you. Popsicle stick's probably the best thing, or skewer or whatever like that. Now, we need to die cut this with the inside of our die. Okay, so we need to die cut this, and I've done lots of different ways to do it. I tried putting it on cardstock because remember, it's not that sticky, but this is a very intricate die. For bigger dies, like shadow dies, it would probably work great. For what I need it to do, it's not gonna work great. I've already tested it. So what I'm gonna do is I dug in my trash. Yes, my husband is wearing off on me and I started digging in the trash. I got some of my adhesive sheets trash, right? You know that piece that you peel off before you use the adhesive sheet? It's like wax paper. I'm using that, okay? So save one or two once in a while because you might want it for this technique. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this down on my mat, and I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna lay this on top, and I am just gonna trim this down. So I'm just literally gonna trim it down. Make sure it's the same, bigger than your die. Trim it down, trim it down. And I'm gonna grab that pen, look at this, and I'm just gonna lay it right there again. So now I have a starting point and I don't have to worry about it. Again, craft stick would work even better. So now I'm just laying that on there, and you're gonna notice it's gonna kind of peel up because it's not that sticky. That's okay. I'm gonna lay this down, and I'm gonna get my folder. So here's my folder, and I already did this so I know it works. I'm gonna lay this down, and it's kind of moving around a little. That's okay. I just wanna make sure I get it on there, and then I'm gonna run it through my Gemini, or anything. You can run it through any of your machines. And I'm just running this through. So what I'm doing is I am making a mask. So now I'm just gonna put this off to the side, just gently lay it off to the side, because what I need to do now is I need to get a die to put it on top of. So here I have a rectangle die that's gonna layer on my card, and I'm just gonna get some white. So let's just die cut this really quick. So we're just gonna lay this in there and die cut that. So this is gonna be what we're gonna put it on top of, right? So this is just a layering die, A2 in size, that layers, so it's a little smaller. Okay, so now, here we go. Here is our little piece, right? Now, I am going to lay this on top. I'm gonna take this piece, so here it is, this is what it looks like. Now, again, the trash is still trash, so this piece, this is the sticky, we're just gonna throw that away. This is the piece I want. This is just trash, right? Throw it away. Now I have this, and you can see it already peeling up, so I'm safe. Now this is very delicate. This is trash. This is the sticky. I'm going to gently lay it on top. I'm not gonna really push it down yet because I wanna kind of line it up and I wanna kind of get it centered. And I am going to put this on my card, just like that. Now, I realize that's really hard to see right now, so I did the exact same thing but on cardstock in a different color so you could see what I did. So I literally just laid the mask tape on top of it right there. Sherry says, I'm laughing so hard right now, I'm not sure you didn't get in a dumpster. No, I did not. Rest assured, I did not. I just got in my craft trash, which is a big box right below by my feet underneath. Not the real dumpster. So here we go. So this is what it would normally look like, but this is what the one I'm actually gonna be using. I just wanted you to see what it would really look like. So now I'm gonna get some scratch paper, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually not even going to use the shadow die. I'm just going to put those together. Those go back in there. And I'm going to get some brushes, and I'm going to get some ink. Now, I don't have grape, so I have to use my old grape. I don't know why I still don't have grape. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with candy, because you know candy is one of my favorite colors. It's pink. And we're going to ink this baby up. And let's see. Let's just do this. So I am going to go over this whole thing. I'm going to kind of just blend some colors. Okay, I got some pink. Oh, let's do some pink in this color side over here. So we're going to add some pink over here, just like that. Get some pink on there. And then let's get some purple. So let's start with the pixie. And we'll get some purple on there. And we might not even need the grape. And we're just gonna kind of blend that in. Now I do need some purple to show up because I'm hoping to use a background piece on this that's purple also. So I need some purple to be in there. So I'm really gonna kind of try to make sure I get some purple in there. There we go. Get some more purple in there. There we go. Look how pretty that is. So I got my purple and my pink. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Now I realize it doesn't really look like much yet, right? So now what we're gonna do is we are going to peel this up. This is where the magic happens. We are going to peel this up. Dun 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 dun. I know, look at that. Now it's gonna tear, that's okay. It's technically trash now because this one is so intricate. Other ones, other masks you could probably use again, but this one is so intricate where those hearts connect that you're probably not gonna be able to use it again. But otherwise, in different situations, you would probably be able to use it again. But look at how cute this is, you guys. Easy, easy, easy peasy, right? So dang simple. I'm gonna have to probably do something else because this is not gonna take up the whole time. Okay, but look at this. Isn't that fun? Okay, peeling this all up, getting all of those extra pieces off, just like that. There we go. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. And look how much that white just like really just like it stands out like crazy because it is so pretty. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, and these little hearts are stuck over here. Okay, now what we're gonna do is I have my card, right? I have my purple. And I'm gonna look at that on here and I'm gonna say, okay, that's great, but I kinda need another die to go around it. So the goal is to use, and I pulled the So Cool collection, and it has this purple plaid in it that I wanna use. So I'm gonna grab this purple plaid. Now this, I do need to make sure it is straight when it goes in the machine, right? Because I don't want to get it where it goes, you know, crooked and then my plaid is crooked. I definitely don't want crooked plaid. So we're gonna lay this down and let's actually do this a little bit at an angle. So what we're gonna do is trim it. Now we can really go at an angle. We want the blades to go at the angle, not the paper. I mean, not the actual, okay, there we go. Right there, not the die on the paper. Okay, so now we're gonna run this through. Just like that. I always love that sound. The baby saw some more dies and they were like, oh, die cut machine. And we didn't have time. It was kind of sad that I'm like, no, we don't have time today to do the die cut machine. And look at this. I have that to go all the way around. And this was actually the stitched rectangle. So let me hold it up so you can see the stitches on there. I was gonna try to turn it up, but oh, there you go. There's the stitching. So that stitching is gonna go right around my cutout rectangle, which is kind of handy dandy, right? So I'm going to add adhesive to the back of this. There we go. And now I'm gonna lay this down right in the center. Move it up a little bit. There we go. Just like that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now I'm looking at this going, okay, what else does it need? It needs some Valentine stamps, right? So let's look for some Valentine stamps. Oh, you know what? My hearts are probably still over here. Let's see. Ooh, yes. So my hearts are over here. Now this year we had lots of little, lots of little ones. Those are not gonna work. Those are too little. Let's see. No, that's not gonna. Ooh, what about this? What about this? That's an if. That's a maybe. That is definitely a maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Keep on looking. Keep on looking. Okay, let's go back. Oh, Love Bugs to stamp. That's gonna have something good in it. Happy Mail. Okay, so what I'm gonna end up using is Sending You Lots of Love, because I want that die. I love that die. Sending You Lots of Love. So let's see. Bugs and Hugs. That's funny. What's this one say? Sorry, you've caught a bug. Oh, that's perfect. Isn't that perfect for what we're dealing with right now? Okay, so what we're gonna do, here we go. What we're gonna do is we are going to use sorry you've caught a bug, and then on the inside, it's gonna say sending you lots of love. Okay, so we're going to peel this up and we're going to get a block. And sorry you've caught a bug. That's appropriate. And the heart, there's this cute little heart on there. I think I'll use that on the inside. So here we go, sending you lots of love. We'll just use licorice because it's probably, well, no, I want to get a pink one. Okay, so in the Stephanie bags, ooh, candy. You know what? We should really use purple though, huh? Let's see. Oh, there's grape. Grape right on top. Okay, so here's grape. And you know, we always want to ink first on scratch just to make sure everything's good to go. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna ink this up, and I'm thinking we're gonna just do this right in the corner. Look at that. Sorry you've caught a bug. Isn't that cute? So now what we're gonna do, and we're gonna be very careful with this because it looks a little too juicy-loosey for my taste. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the inside. Now here's the deal. The inside is purple. A little dark, right? It's a little dark. But we are gonna be using dyes on the inside, so I think we're gonna be okay. I am going to grab, I had the dye right here, here it is. Sending you lots of love. So what I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, so this is definitely gonna be white because that just makes sense. So let's grab some white. And this, let's do a light pink. So we're gonna go into our handy dandy, already has adhesive on it, cardstock. And, ooh, that matches perfect. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is I already have the adhesive on the back of this, so I'm gonna lay that down. And I'm gonna run this through, just like that. And I need to think of a chat contest, actually. So I'm thinking, oh darn. I want you to tell me in the chat for our chat contest. I want you, hi Mustang Barb. I want you to tell me, Eileen says, can I buy the kit from December 2022? If you mean the card kit, we have, I think last time I looked, we had like 3 left. If you join the card kit before January 15th, you would get it, but you can't buy it separately. It's only for card kit club members. So here we go. Here's sending you lots of love. And I'm looking at this thinking I'm going to add a little bit of ink to that, so I'm going to put that off to the side. I'm going to run this one through. So for our chat contest today, we're going to pick 3 winners, $10 each. The question is going to be, out of every single Stamps of Life item, every single Stamps of Life item, what is your favorite item? Out of everything, going all the way back to our very first stamp set, back to basics. What is your favorite Stamps of Life item that you just absolutely positively love? Put that in the chat for a chance to win a $10 gift certificate to the website. We're gonna pick 3 winners randomly, so it doesn't matter what you say, we're still gonna pick, you know, maybe pick you. Now I'm going to do, let's do some pink. So I'm gonna do the same color as this, and I'm just gonna go along the edges. Just along the edge, gently, because you know, it could pick up on accident, the little edge, right? So I'm just gonna go gently around the edges, just to get some color on there. And it's so funny, you think you're not getting color on there, but then you move it and you go, oh, I am getting color on there. So it's always funny to see that. What, out of everything we've ever come out with, what was your absolute, positively favorite item at the Stamps of Life? Favorite. Fold-its. I'm seeing a lot of fold-its. Lots of fold-its, yeah. Fold-its are pretty the bomb. They are the bomb. The penguins, Card Stamper said. Okay, so I just gently dusted that with ink. You can kind of see. And so now I'm going to peel this up. There we go. And I've got this. Now go a little slow because this one can kind of get a little scary sometimes because it's a lot. And we're just peeling it up. You just don't want to go fast. It's not really scary in real life. It's just you go slower than normal. There we go. There we go. I love how when you take off the adhesive, most of the junk comes off with it, which is really handy, right? You don't have to weed so much. Actually, look, it took it all. Okay, and this one's fun because it has all these extra little hearts. So sending, whoops, there we go. Sending white all the way around. Out of all the Stamps of Life items that we've ever come out with, what is your favorite? Sending you lots of love. Look at that. Look at that, isn't it cute? And I got my ink all the way around, just a little tiny bit, just to add a little extra. Okay, so before we do anything, Stephanie is putting those away. This is my love / Valentine's Day dies because I don't want to lose them. So now I have my sending you lots of love with the heart theme, right? Heart theme, heart theme. And you know, when somebody's sick, you want to send them lots of love. And so now we have our card front. Let's go ahead and add our card front. And yep, so let's go ahead and add our card front. So let's see, Little Peep, Sandcastle fold it, Snail fold it, Gumball Machine fold it, Mini Slimline, 5x7 Scallop fold it. Okay, so now I'm adding this. Now look at how that pattern paper behind that really makes it pop. It's a little subtle, but it's just a little tiny bit. It just kind of adds a little bit more to our card. I like how I chose the purple, the grape color instead, because black would have been a little too bright on here, dark, and it just would have been a little too, wah! Felt, Bird Bath or the Wishing Well, personalized stamp, snow globe set, scarecrow, aw. Okay, so now I'm gonna put on here sending you lots of love, and I'm gonna go ahead and add adhesive to this. So what is your favorite Stamps of Life product? Answer in the chat. Even if you've never answered before, go ahead and answer. And we are gonna drop that right there, sending you lots of love. Now, on the back, of course, I'm going to add my personalized stamp. Let's see, this one says Made with Love by Stephanie. That's probably gonna win, right? This one says Made for You by Stephanie. This one says A One of a Kind by Stephanie. This one says, oh, the company address. Well, that's not gonna do anything for us. That one says Happy Birthday from Stephanie. I guess, well, hang on, what's this one say? Made just for you, love you, Stephanie. One more. What's this one? Oh, this one's cute, but it's not appropriate for this one. This is the one that has the barcode on it that says, did you look to see how much it costs or if Stephanie made it? Question mark. But we won't do that one. Okay, so let's just do Made with Love by Stephanie, and we'll use the grape because it's appropriate, grape on grape. And we're gonna stamp that right there. And you guys, dun 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 dun, I found my numbered heart. I found my numbered heart. Those of you in my Die Hard Club and Stamp Club know all about this one. So, oh, I have the pink right here. I'm going to use the scraps right here. I'm just going to literally grab this. Whoops, hang on, I got to double check this. Yeah, this goes by itself. So I'm going to add that right there. Oh, I lost my little washi, my little masket. So I'm just going to peel a little off right there. Going to lay that down. And then we need, actually, I'm probably not going to use the solid heart, so we'll just put that off to the side. So I'm going to just run that through the machine really quick. So Ken's going to pick 3 winners, so get your entries in. Last chance, last call, secret weapon. Secret weapon. Wishing Well, another Wishing Well. Fold it. Okay, heart background die, personalized stamps, farm animal sets. Oh yeah, I think we finally decided the babies are going to have a farm birthday party, by the way. Okay, so here we go. Here's my cute little 2023. So it's kind of extra special, right? And we're gonna have to get the tweezers for this one to poke this baby out. And how appropriate that it goes with our heart theme, because we're doing all hearts on this card. There we go. Okay, and we are going to peel this up. This is so intricate and it's so pretty. Whoops, wrong piece. Peel this up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Whoops. I feel like this one might be more intricate than in the past. I don't know, am I wrong or right? I don't know. Hang on. Maybe. Okay, Ken, why don't you name some winners while I'm trying to do this?
I'm working on it here. I'm picking the winners right now.
Okay, there we go. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right at the top. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that cute? 2023. Can you believe it's already 2023? And this is going right back in my little pop-up so I don't lose it. Okay, my card is done. So we'll show it off as soon as Ken names the winners. So I am again putting everything away, trying to keep everything set and safe. This was my love bugs to stamp. And I also keep my postcards in here too, you guys, just so I always have them. And any extra pattern paper that is cuttable, I could use that in here. I put that in here as well. Okay, so we got it all in there. Nice and safe. We're gonna have a lot of time for questions tonight, you guys. Okay, ready?
Yep, ready.
Go.
Okay, our first winner is from YouTube. She says she likes the Kiss Cut pad. It's Tara Montalongo.
Awesome, Tara.
Congratulations, Tara. And our next winner is from Facebook. She says it's the Double Z full die set, and that's Denise Iden.
Denise, yay.
And then our last winner is from YouTube. She likes the polar bear dies, and that's Rachel Lotman.
Yay! So you three ladies just won $10 gift certificates to the website. You are going to email Faylene at info@thestampsoflife.com, and Ken will get those out to you. I'm sorry, Ken will not. Faylene will get those out to you maybe tomorrow even. Maybe even tomorrow. So, oh, Gloria says her cross flip it is her very favorite. The box of die. Heather, the box of die is pretty amazing, isn't it? It is one of the awesomest ones, yes. Okay, so let's look at the card, the finished product. So easy peasy too, you guys, huh? So easy, but it's so cute because that masking technique is real. Oh, and there we go. That's what it really looks like. So isn't that pretty? Sorry you've caught a bug. Open it up, sending you lots of love. And then on the back, I have my little 2023 and Made with Love by Stephanie. Isn't that cute? All done. I love it. Oh, it's so cute and so easy peasy too. Okay, let's see. Everybody's saying congratulations to all the winners. That's awesome. I love you guys. Jeannie says you always make it look easy. Well, thank you. My goal is if it's not easy, I'm not going to do it. So why would I ask you guys to do it, right? I always go back to the whole thing. I just design what I want, you know. Oh, I want this. So I design that. So let's see. What does the Kiss Cut pad do? Laura wants to know. Let me share that with you. So this is what it looks like. It's pink. They're actually we're not reordering these just because they are. Now, once we came out with them, we sold a ton. We reordered them and we had to reorder a ton. And so we won't be reordering them again, just a heads up. But they're really awesome. Now, just a heads up, they will only work in the stronger roller machines. For example, the Spellbinders machine, the wider one or the 6-inch one, or from the other company. Those are a little stronger. It will not work in a Gemini or a MIDI because they use a different sandwich system. Okay, so I designed this, gosh, forever ago. But what does it do? Well, hang on, let me fold it to show you. Let's see, I gotta find one that has a lot of pieces to make it make sense. So let's see. Of course, all the ones I'm pulling up are only 1 or 2 pieces. Let's see. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, butterfly. This one's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to use the butterfly A2 Fold It. And when you're doing this, so here is the butterfly itself. This is a Fold It. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to die cut this, right? So let's just get some cardstock. And, oops, that's not going to work. Hang on, let me get some white. Okay. So here I have my cardstock and I'm just going to die cut the shadow, right? So I am going to grab this and we're going to trim it down so it can go in the machine. And this part I can actually do on the MIDI because it's just everyday die cutting. So we're just going to grab this and we're going to die cut this, okay? There we go. This is just the shadow part. So this is what you would put on top of your Fold It, right? So this is going on top of your Fold It. So here is the die itself, right? Now, what we're gonna do, when we die cut the inside die, see how it has a lot of different pieces? And all of these pieces are gonna go on this, right? So they layer right there on top. But how how do we know that by putting this down there that it's not going to get like, if we start here and go this way, then we're going to have too much space over here or not enough space over here. It's not going to be perfectly centered. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this die, you're going to layer it on top of the shadow die, and you're going to get a couple little pieces of the masket tape or the washi tape, and you're going to tape it down. So I'm going to lay this down. See how I taped it, and I'm going to put a little bit more on there because we want to make sure it stays. Oh, yeah, see, it moved. Okay, so let's get our cutting pad. We're going to run this through, let's get a regular cutting pad. We're going to run this through a regular machine. We're going to lay this down. See how I'm lining it up with white all the way around? And I'm going to actually put a couple pieces on here. There we go. Okay, so when we go over to the machine, do you have that shot?
Yep, sorry.
Okay, so,
Oops.
there we go. So when we have the machine, I'm using my platform, one cutting pad, and normally I would put another cutting pad on top, right? No, not with this. This time I'm gonna use the Kiss Cut pad on top. I'm gonna run this through the machine just one time. It's gonna feel like it's not doing anything. It literally is gonna feel like you're gonna say, I didn't do anything, but trust me, you did. We're gonna come back over here. We're gonna peel this up. Get rid of that, peel this up. And now I'm gonna hold this up to the camera so you can see my lines? Do you see all those lines on there? That is gonna tell me it just literally kissed it. It indented the paper, the cardstock. So now I know where to put all of those pieces that I'm gonna die cut. So now I don't have to worry, oh, is that gonna be centered? And let's die cut a couple of those pieces really quick so you can see. So we're gonna take this color here and we're gonna run just some of these through really quick. So let's lay that down and we'll run it through our MIDI. So now there's no guesswork. I take all the guesswork out of making sure that those pieces are gonna be lined up. So we're gonna run this through. There we go. So now I have a whole bunch of pink pieces with adhesive already on them. I'm gonna peel this up. Whoa, there's some. And so here I have this piece here. I'm gonna get my little scissors and I'm going to snip it right here. There we go. And now I'm not gonna throw that little piece away. I'm gonna use that another time, right? On another project, on another one that'll have pink on the inside. I'm gonna peel this up, just like that with the adhesive on the back. And now I don't have to guess. I don't have to go, okay, where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? Because those lines are on there. It's like those puzzles as we were kids, those cardboard puzzles that had the bottoms on them. So now I just have to line it up to those lines. Boom, look at that. And now you can see that it's literally just right, all there lined up. I'm gonna take the other piece and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. And it is just so much easier, sometimes if you get it out of the die, so much easier to line any of that up, which just makes your life a lot easier. Now, why did I design this? Because I got tired of trying to figure out how to line them up. So again, it's one of those things, I just designed it because I needed it, and luckily other people kind of like it, which is nice. So I'm gonna peel this up, and I'm gonna add this one here. Again, no guesswork because boom, it's already right there. And whoops, there we go. See, and I knew I was off, so I could just pick it up really quick and lay it back down. So there's the beginning of my butterfly. And that is how easy peasy that is. Lori says, I just found my Kiss Cut pad today. I've never used it. So I searched YouTube to see what it was for. Oh, you are gonna love it, my love. It is so handy dandy, and you're literally just gonna be able to put all those pieces together and make your butterfly or anything to do with the fold it. Any fold-its. I mean, there's a couple that it really doesn't work well on because they're like just one piece, but anything that has more than a couple pieces, it's really, really nice being able to use these. Nicole says, I love the Kiss Cut pad. I do too, I do too. Gloria says, question Stephanie, any idea when the Faline Buddy Bags will be back in stock on the website? They should be soon, they should be soon. One pallet didn't make it to us. That they sent to us, and so it got shipped on Monday, so hopefully by tomorrow hopefully by tomorrow. Carol says, this is the first time I've seen the cat Kiss Cut pad. Can we get it on our website? Yes, you can. Yes, you can get it on the website. For how long, I don't know. We won't be reordering it. I don't think it's any need to like run, but I just make sure you put it on your wish list and get it sooner than later, because I don't know how many we have left in stock. But I don't think it's one of those things where there's only 10 kind of thing. Don't worry. Tara says the Kiss Cut pad is a game changer. It really is. It really is, because it takes the guesswork out. And it makes it easier. And that alone just kind of just like ding, ding, ding in my mind. It just makes everything so much easier. Can you make border dies for the mini slimlines? Janet said. I could, but you know what? You could use those long slimline dies, because you know they're just extra long, and you could use those for the mini slimline also, because they're actually, the nice thing about the larger slimline borders is they'll fit any of the sizes, because I made them the largest size. So kind of nice to have those on there. April says, I keep in my 8.5 by 11 paper handler, I keep all my cutting plates in. That's awesome. Yeah, I keep mine actually here. Actually, I think I have 2 right here. I don't know why, but I usually keep them in my workstation, because then I know exactly where they are. Ooh, Pamela says, thank you for my anniversary gift coming this month. Deeply appreciate it. You're welcome. Thank you for being a club member. We appreciate you. Carrie says, Kiss Cut is an amazing tool. Use it every time we make a fold it. Awesome. Awesome. Grinalda says, Stephanie, can you demo one day the mirror stamp? Yes, I need to do that. That's an oldie but a goodie too. Let's see. I have not gotten my fold it for this month. When should I expect it? Well, technically, Colleen, that was really bad because it happened right at Christmas time. So it is going to take longer for those to get there. Unfortunately, we have to wait 30 days for post office things. And after 30 days, if they haven't shown up, then definitely give a failing an email. But it's one of those things that just takes a little bit longer, especially because it was during the holidays time.
Hopefully it'll show up real soon.
Oh yes, hopefully it'll show up real soon. Laura, good question. Any new farm stuff for Twins' birthday party? Yes. Kirsten saw all the farm stuff we already had, and she's like, Stephanie, I love those. Well, she called me Steph. She goes, Steph, I love those, but I want new for their birthday, because I've seen those for a couple years now, and I want new for their birthday. So I designed all new animals and a new barn. I got the die samples, and they're actually right on the floor right down there. I haven't tested them yet, but yes, so we'll be having all new farm animals and a new barn, because we have to make their banners and all of that stuff. So excited about that. Barbara says, suggestion on the long slim front of the workstation. Lay a long magnetic strip. It is great for the small dies as you're working to keep your 2023s ready to go. Great idea, Barbara. Yeah, we have those. These are from TIFF. I use these all the time. We have them on the website. They have adhesive back. That's a great idea. You can peel this off, and you can add one to the front of your workstation to collect all those extra dies, which is a really good idea. I keep my hearts in my little pop-up box, but that's a great idea. You know what? In fact, I'm going to do it right now. What is that little heart doing right there? 2022 heart. Well, I don't want to put it over there because it'll get lost, but okay, we'll put it over here. We'll do this right now. So I'm just peeling. I usually use these magnets. I don't usually use them for something like this. I usually use them when I make a fold it for the babies. And like you know, if I were to make this a fold it, and you can cut these with scissors, and they're sticky, so you put it on the back, and now it's a magnet, and they have the fridge. So the fridge is always decorated in like Valentine's or Christmas or anything like that, all those holidays. Look at that, handy dandy. Oh, it's a little crooked, but it'll work. Let's just trim a little off because I got too much. Perfect idea though, good idea. Now my dies will stick. There we go, look at that. Oh, a tractor. Betty, I didn't think about a tractor. We need a tractor. I will start working on that right now. We need a tractor. Kathy says, do you have any retirement stamps and sayings? I have a ton. A ton. Go to our website, thestampsoflife.com, and in the search, oh, Kenny pulled some up. Look at that. So Ken did a little search on retirement.
Retirement, yeah.
Yes. So there we have four different die sets right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have a set with different words and including happy retirement. And I'm not sure why the balloon got in there for retirement. That's kind of funny. And then we also have stamps as well that, like from that one, that bear one says from the gang, happy retirement, which is fun. Or that's a celebrate one. I don't know if that one says.
It does say there's retirement right in the middle with.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Posting, yeah.
Oh, retirement. There we go. There we go. So yeah, lots of options for retirement, stamps and dies.
And retiring soon too comes up.
Yeah. Oh, the words retiring soon come up too. Yeah. Because and by the way, you guys, just a heads up. I added a lot more in the last week. I've added a lot more items to our retiring soon category. So just a heads up on that. Be aware. If it's something's on your wish list that all of a sudden now is retired, I recommend you get it sooner than later. If it's not on your wish list, then you probably don't need it, so you'll be okay. Definitely a tractor. Definitely a tractor. Okay. I'm seeing all of those. All of those for the tractor. Demo kiss cut for the stickers. Diane, the sticker, that's going to be the exact same way. So, ooh, do I have any more sticker sheets here? Ooh, I don't think. I need to get more sticker sheets. I don't have any. But if you wanted to make stickers, you can use our sticker sheets. And they're very similar to our adhesive sheets, but they only have sticky on one side. You can stamp on the front and make your own sticker. And then you can use the kiss cut pad to make it so it peels off later and it doesn't die cut all the way. But yeah, it definitely works. Let's see. Tractor. Again, another tractor. Stacy says, older sentiments for the current peeps for teenagers or a little older. I don't understand the question, Stacy. You said, did you see my question regarding? No, if I don't see it, so ask it again. Let's see. Hay bale, that would work. Oh, a giraffe folded would be cool, wouldn't it? Yes. Yes, we do have belated birthday. Yep, search the website.
He's asking for a die for that. Any chance we could ever make one?
Belated happy birthday?
Yeah, belated happy birthday.
Sure. Did you check that we don't have one?
Let me check, yeah.
Why not just check real quick? Just search belated.
Okay.
I feel like I can see one in my brain, but that doesn't mean that it ever made it to, it ever actually was born. You never know. Let's see. Next online class, we are hoping, I can't give a date. We are finalizing it and we're working on all of the items and the products. We don't put an online class on for sale until it's completely done. That means the homework's done. That means the supply list is done. That means the classes are packed. That means all the cards are done. Everything is done because I don't want to sell you something that's not ready. So it's taking us a little bit longer because we have some other things we're working on. But as soon as we can, we will put that on the website. When does the card kit get mailed? It gets mailed, it's charged on the 15th of the month and it usually ships the next business day after. However, sometimes Ken goes in on the 15th of the month and he ships those on the 15th. So it's the 15th, 16th, maybe sometimes if the 15th is a Saturday, then it would go that Monday. So it's usually the next business day. Raccoon fold it. We'll have to think about that one. We don't have a raccoon fold. We have the one raccoon. I don't know about that one. Terry says if you just did the word belated, we could use it to other happy birthday dies. That's true. But belated sentiments would help. Definitely. Any sneak peeks for the 15th? Arlette wants to know. Actually, just the masket tape. The masket tape was the only the only sneak peek that I really had for today. But I'm telling you guys, you're gonna love that stuff. It is pretty awesome. Let's see. Thank you for the free embellishments. You're welcome, Sandra. You're welcome. Jane, we just had a whole bunch of woodland animals. We did a whole bunch of woodland animals, I believe in November. So go search woodland and a whole bunch will pop up. A whole bunch. Lupe says a praying word folded. We actually have another one that I'm working on for that. That would be really cool. Definitely would be really cool. Let's see. Monday is a postal holiday.
Yay. Pay for the post office.
Yeah.
Thankfully, most of it doesn't go to the post office. So
That's crazy.
We're still going to ship on Monday, but there are the few people who get post office, they'll be not going until Tuesday.
Yeah, not going till Tuesday. Yeah. Ugh. Make it 2 pieces, belated, and you can make it belated and the word elated. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let's see, a game controller. Yes, that is actually on my list. That is on my to-do list. Let's see. A dolphin folded. A dolphin folded would be very cute. Probably have to be a slim line though, right? Because it's a long, yeah. A ladder with lots of things to add to it. That would be cute. That would be cute. Oh, Sharon says, I think the snail set has a belated birthday. I do believe it does, but it's not a die set. I think she was looking for a die set, so that's it. But yeah, absolutely. So you guys, wow, what a night, right? Whoa! Okay, my friends, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for your love, your support, and your prayers. They mean the world to us, and it's because of all of you, Kenny and I get to do what we love. I met with a friend last night that I hadn't seen since before COVID, and we just shared just all these wonderful things that God has been doing in her life and our lives, and it's just amazing. I told her, I said, you know, I kind of talked to her about the babies and how, you know, Kirsten wasn't supposed to get pregnant and blah, 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 all of that, and I told her kind of like the 3-minute version, and I said every time, and this is true, but every time I look at the babies' faces, I always say they're the reason I have no doubt, because literally whenever I see their faces, I know that there is a God, because they are not supposed to be here. So it's really cool. So my friends, thank you so much. Those of you that aren't feeling well, I'm so sorry. Ken was writing down your prayer requests, so we have those. But everybody take care. I will see you Monday for a No Makeup Monday, and I won't have to cut it short this time, I don't think. So, okay, have a great night. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.